been about a month and a half since the release of the last 3000 series card, the 3070. And I was finally able to get a 3000 series card. I got the ROG STRIX 3070, and it's massive. Please check out 68bravo.com and check out the merchandise that we have for sale there. Also, I stream on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Welcome to 68 Bravo, just some old guy who likes to play video games and fart around with technology. If you're looking for an in-depth testing video, check out Jay's 2 Cents or Gamers Nexus. Those guys, get into the crunching the numbers and doing all the temps and all that stuff. This is just a common sense review of my card. So I'll start with the unboxing. I did buy this on eBay from somebody for over, the retail price, obviously. This person scalped it, but I felt that they didn't scalp it as much as most people. I mean, there's some ridiculous prices out there. I didn't pay double for the card. It was a little bit less than that, so that's how I justified it for myself. So in the unboxing, I wanted to record opening this thing up the first time, because you never know what kind of scammers might be out there. It could have been a brick inside of there. So I just recorded, opened it up, made sure the card was in there. This, this guy's legit. He was on the level. He got the card at Micro Center and sold it on eBay. So I was happy. I didn't get gypped. As far as the size comparison now, I compared it to my RTX 2080 that came in the Alienware I bought a couple years ago. And then I also have an RTX 2060 Super, which is an ROG STRIX card. And then the RTX 3070 ROG STRIX card. And this thing is, it's a monster. Especially compared to that 2080. But that 2080, I've got it back in the original case because I was getting ready for this card that I had bought a couple days ago to arrive. I normally had that 2080 liquid cooled because that blower, if you're looking for a 2080 trying to pick something up cheap or something, and you see a 2080 online with a blower on it, it's a good card, but you're going to want to think about maybe getting some better cooling options for it. I got the NZXT attachment and an AIO that I put on mine, and it's that blower card, just the card itself running games and stuff, it would run about 80 degrees Celsius, which was hot, and it was loud. And when I put the AIO on it, ran like a dream. It'd be in the 50s or 60s. So enough about the 2080. Just just putting it out there in case anyone's looking at stuff on eBay, trying to get some 2000 series cards. So the first thing I did was obviously throw that thing in my computer, fire it up, and everything fired up fine. Lights came on, all that stuff. But the computer didn't recognize the card. So I had to go to the ROG STRIX website, download the drivers, and install the drivers. Once those were installed, Windows recognized it. Everything was good to go. First thing I did after that was run the Heaven benchmark. And I've done this with all of my cards that I've had. So I'll be comparing mine to the 2080 that I had. So with the Heaven benchmark, the 3070 got a score of 8104 compared to my 2080 that got a score of 7484. And with the 3070, the max FPS was 626. With the 2080, when I ran the test, the max FPS was 534. So this 3070 card smoked my 2080. It blew it out of the water. That's all I needed to know. I'm glad it beat my 2080, or I would have been pissed for buying this thing if it was on par with my 2080. So I'm glad it smoked it. I'm glad it's a better card. That means I didn't, waste too much of my money. At idle, as far as cooling, because this thing is so big and has such big heat sinks and fans and all that stuff cooling it off. At idle, it runs about 33 degrees Celsius, and under load, I wasn't totally paying attention, but when I was gaming, it was in the high 50s. I think when I did the Heaven benchmark, it might have got up to 60 degrees Celsius. So definitely the size of the heat dissipation on that card, because it's essentially 3 slots thick, and with those fans going, it keeps it nice and cool, so you can do your gaming all day long. And the card is also quiet, very quiet. And of course I'm comparing that to my 2080 blower card, which just had the one blower fan, and that thing would spin up at such high RPM. It was loud as hell. These fans, nice and quiet, runs nice and cool. Of course, when I play games, I wear my headset, so didn't really hear any fans over my headsets. Due to its massive size, I mean, as long as it is, there's if you have a smaller case, make sure you measure stuff out getting one of these things. I didn't do any measurements. I figured, it's going to fit in there, and it did. But there's not much of a gap between the card and the radiator on the AIO cooler. So, it's that thing's it's a big beefy card, and it takes up pretty much all of my case. And I have the NZXT 510 Elite cases, and it's pretty much barely fits inside that case. I mean, there's a little bit of room left in there. Overall, it's a great upgrade from my 2080 card. I'm happy. I just wanted something better than my 2080. So, and the 3070 definitely is. It's a lot better. If you're upgrading from a 2080 or lower GPU, you won't be disappointed with this card. You're going to get much faster frame rates. Definitely cooler if you go with the ROG Strix option. Now, the ROG Strix is a premium card. If you're not familiar with the brand, they normally run about $100 to $150 above, the founders cards as far as price. But out of the box, they're already overclocked. I can overclock it more, but I really don't like to mess with that stuff. I just like to put the card in it and go. And this thing's already overclocked. Does a great job. It spanked my 2080, so I'm good to go with that. Thanks for watching. Please give a like or a dislike, your choice. Stay safe, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the next one.